New construction in Midlothian, Texas. That is going to be the topic for this week's video. I'm going to show you 4 different new construction communities here in Midlothian that just might interest you. So stick around. Hey everyone, my name is Danae Hewitt and I'm your go-to DFW Realtor here in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. I like to specialize in new construction. I personally live in a new construction home, built my home from the ground up, and I've helped lots of clients purchase new construction homes. So I know builders, I know how homes are built. Well, I don't build them myself, but I know the process. And this week, I'm going to share with you 4 different new construction communities here in Midlothian. I was at an event maybe a year ago with the school board and with real estate agents. And in this city, there are 26 new construction developments that are coming. Some have already broken ground, which I will show you today. And there are some that are in the pipeline that haven't broken ground yet. Oh my gosh. If you don't know about this city, I have done a whole tour on it. I've done lots of videos with different price point homes. So definitely check those out because this might be a city you'd want to relocate to. The first new construction community I have been out to several times, and that is the Bridgewater master planned community. There are going to be lots and lots and lots of homes in this new development. There are quite a few builders there like Legend Homes, Highland Homes, Perry Homes, Tri-Point Homes. The price point in this community is going to be in the low 400s to the high 700s price point. And when you drive around this community, it's beautiful. Some of the homes that are there are already built and gorgeous and people are there. There are some, of course, being built. And you won't find like a $700,000 house right next door to a $400,000 house. So they kind of do a good job of separating some of the bigger price point homes to the lower price point homes so that they're not right next to each other, especially when, like, for comp purposes, they want to try to keep the similar priced homes in the same area. All of the communities that I will talk about today will have an HOA, and in this community, they've got a public courtyard area, a place where you can grill if you wanted to play cornhole, but I imagine this spot being a fun family gathering area, kind of later in the evening. The lights will be on, you guys can play cornhole, barbecue if you want, and just hang out with friends. There's also going to be some pools that are going to be developed there. I don't know exactly how many, but definitely at least one. And there are walking trails, playgrounds. Now, a lot of these things are in the pipeline to be built, but they eventually will be there. In this community, the homes are going to be a lot closer to each other. The homes that are on the bigger lots are going to be the higher priced homes because those homes are going to be bigger, 4,000 square feet. And in order to have room for a 4,000 square foot house, you have to have it on a bigger lot. So if you want a little bit of space, then you're going to have to up your budget. Your house is going to be a lot bigger. But other than that, your houses are going to be right next to each other. The next community is called Hayes Crossing, and this community is going to be like Bridgewater, but on a much smaller scale. So the price point of these homes are going to be in the mid 400s to like the mid to low 600s. So the prices of the homes are going to be a little closer to each other than that wider gap that we see in Bridgewater. The builders that you'll see in here are Bloomfield and John Houston Homes. And because this is a master plan community, you are going to have an HOA. It does have some playgrounds. It has a pool. It has some walking trails. Bridgewater is going to be at a much bigger scale, but Hayes Crossing is going to be that, but smaller scale. Driving through this community, I got a great sense of it. The homes were beautiful. Lots of people have already moved in. They've got a couple of homes that they're still building here, but I think this community will be fully built out, definitely by the end of the year. The next community is unlike the other 2 that I've already shared with you, and this community is called Hidden Lakes of Mockingbird. It's going to be about 10 minutes north of the Bridgewater community. These homes are going to be zoned for Midlothian ISD. You're going to find two builders in this community, Canyon Creek Homes and Elmwood Homes. Now, these homes are all going to be on 1 acre lots, and these are going to be semi-custom homes. The price point is going to be in the low 600s to the high 600s. Both of these builders build that modern farmhouse home, and how this community is different is you as the buyer, when you come into this community, you are going to pick your lot and you're going to pick the floor plan that is going to go on that lot. So as you can see, as I'm driving around, there's a lot of lots that are available. And as you can also see, there are many homes that have already been built and homes that are under construction right now. Now, with both of these builders, I'm very familiar with them. I personally built with Elmwood Homes in another community here in Midlothian. And so when I say semi-custom, you truly can customize the home to whatever fits you and your family's needs. So like I said, you choose the layout of the home, but if you wanted to knock down a wall, you could do that. If you wanted to vault the ceilings in the living room, you could do that. Extend the patio. If you wanted to add some square footage to the house, you can do that as well. So that's where the semi-custom part comes in. All that stuff, of course, is going to cost you additional money. So you look at what that dollar amount is and you figure out if that's going to be worth it for you when you go and build your house. Because these homes are on an acre, you are going to have to be putting in your own fence afterwards. In the first two communities I talked about, and even in the last one, the builders will be building fences for you, again, because they're on those smaller lots. But because these are 1 acre lots, you're going to have to be putting in your own fence after closing, which is a lot of money. If you want a fence in the entire acre or part of the acre, that totally depends on you and your preference and your budget, but that's something to think about when you close on this house. A lot of this homes in the community, you're going to have that side entry garage versus the other communities where you see a lot of the homes with that front entry garage. So totally depends on your preference. If you like the looks of these homes, that modern farmhouse feel, and you want a little bit more space, then this might be that new construction community for you to check out. And if you like the idea of doing a little customizations to your house, this is definitely a great opportunity and two great builders to work with in order to get that. Versus the other builders in the other communities, you're very limited on some of those structural things that you can do. It's really like, this is the layout. This is the layout of the house. Now, yes, you get to choose like the insides of the house and, the cabinet color and carpet color, and things like that. But you're really limited to knocking down walls and stuff like that. Like, can't really do stuff like that. You get what you get, basically. The last community that I'm going to talk about is kind of similar to the first two, but on a smaller scale budget. And that is called Redden Farms. And these homes are going to be really, really close in that price range. They're going to be starting in the mid 300s, and you're going to see builders like Lancy, David Weekley, Impression Homes. In this neighborhood, you're going to see garages on the front, and then also on the back, you're going to have those much smaller lots. And all the homes are really going to generally look like each other. Master plan community, of course, like I said, you're going to have an HOA. There will be a community pool. As I was driving by, they are currently building it, so that should be done, I'm assuming this year, definitely. But what's unique about this community is that inside the community, there is a gated 55 and older community. All right, so that's how this community is going to be a little bit different from some of the other communities that I've shared with you today. So if you are 55 and over, then this might be an option for you. You get a brand new home. And now these homes, as I'm driving by, they look very similar to the other ones in Redden Farms. But as you go to the back part, the back alley where the garage is, these patios are very small. These backyards are very small. These front yards are very small. So it's minimal maintenance for those of you in that age bracket that don't want to do any yard work. This would be a perfect opportunity for you to live in this community. dog park, walking trail, and their pool is also in the process of being built right now. These homes are being built by Impression Homes, and Impression Homes, a lot of builders have like different products under the same umbrella. So Impression Homes specifically builds a home for the 55 and over community. And these homes start in the mid 300 range as well. Now that I've shared 4 different communities that are all slightly different, but definitely some similarities in there, I would love to know which community you think you would like the best that fits you and your family's needs. So let me know in the comments below. And I've said this before, if you guys have any questions about going into a new construction community, please reach out to a real estate agent that knows builders, knows the areas, and gets to know you so that they can help you find the best home and get you the best deal when you go into and talk to those sales consultants there. Because again, those sales consultants, they work for the builder. So if you want someone advocating for you, helping you understand the process, because once the sales consultant has sold you the home, their job is to move on and sell more homes. So having a real estate agent to answer your questions and be there with you while your home is being built, understanding the contracts, timelines, all those things is in your best interest. If you've got any questions about any of the communities that you've seen today, let me know in the comments below. And if not, I will see you next week.